The Mexican economy is officially in recession, flatlining in Donald Trump's trade war, and making Mexico entirely dependent on Trump's good graces. Last week, Mexico's National Statistics Agency reported retail sales crashed 9% on the year. Sales of transport equipment, like trucks, dropped 12%. Construction dropped 18%. Foreign investment fell 21%. In export hub Juarez, it dropped 56%. This all put Mexico in technical recession for the first half of the year, with 5 consecutive months of negative growth, basically Trump's entire second term. What's driving it, of course, is tariffs. The Mexican city of Juarez alone has lost 64,000 export jobs, about 1 in 5. Extrapolating across Mexico, that could mean something like 750,000 jobs. U.S. population terms, that's closer to 2 million jobs. It'd actually be a lot worse, but Trump exempted a lot of Mexico's exports as a reward for deploying 10,000 troops to the border to block migrants fight drug trafficking, as well as delivering a parade of cartel leaders to the U.S. for prosecution. As Trump put it with characteristic nuance, quote, Mexico does what we tell them to do. The background here is roughly 1 in 3 jobs in Mexico is exporting to the U.S. The reverse direction is a couple percent. Back in April, Trump imposed 25% tariffs on all Mexican goods. It's actually 50% for steel, aluminum, and copper. But he agreed to exempt the 84% of Mexico's exports covered by USMCA, the NAFTA replacement, because of the border cooperation. If he hadn't done that, Mexico would be looking at millions of lost jobs. Now, Mexico's not out of the woods yet because USMCA is up for scheduled review next year, and Trump knows leverage when he sees it. Most likely, he'll push for more access for U.S. goods and Mexican telecoms, energy, and agriculture, along with cracking down on Chinese, Japanese, and Korean goods shipped through Mexico to get in under USMCA. That would be so-called rules of origin. Mexico's president is already dancing for the money. She recently announced new tariffs on China, basically saying we're getting punished for this huge trade deficit when it's going into China's pockets. Now, no, Mexicans have no more love for China than Americans. They are not going to do favors for Beijing when Trump's got a third of Mexican jobs in his pocket. So as next, brought to you by I Trust Capital, the key for Mexico is that USMCA exemption. They can buy time policing the border, which actually helps them since it starves the cartels. But given Mexico and Canada make up over a quarter of U.S. imports and over a third of cars and parts, it is too much money for Trump to let go. So USMCA will be renegotiated. Meantime, Mexico will play fight so his voters don't feel pushed around. They've already got anti-gringo gentrification riots in Mexico City. But with 1 in 3 jobs on the table, Mexico will keep doing what Trump tells them. Okay, we'll be watching. See you next time.